Hello, everybody. Ooh, I can turn this off. There we go. That's a little bit better. I hope everyone is having a great day. I pretty much am. What is on my nose? Don't know. Okay. So yeah, I decided to have a little pop-up sprint today because I need to get some stuff done for a little bit here. And I thought, let me just go ahead and run some sprints. I'm also concurrently running sprints in the Neurodivergent Publishing Conference's Discord. And I will be, if anybody needs it, on this end, on the YouTube end, I should say, YouTube/Switch and Twitch end, if I can talk. I will be popping in a link to the Facebook group, because you have to be a member of the Facebook group if you're interested in the Discord that's related to that. So anyway, happy birthday to me, but this is for you guys. Plus I want to do a couple of things. So okay. So getting into some things here. I was just in Jules the Dawdling Writer's YouTube stream. So let's see. I'm going to get a link. Grab a link real quick for that. Just go ahead and pop that in the chat in case anybody wants. And so yes, I'm also in that Discord as well. Let's see. Okay, I need my mouse. Trying to work without my mouse. Okay, let's see here. Thank you, Stacy. Thank you, and hi. How are you doing? Okay. So that is that group in case anybody's interested. But usually when I do mention it when I'm on my channel or something, I tend to have at least one person interested. But I was just in Jules's the Dawdling Writers live stream, sprint stream, and happened to mention what I was doing. So somebody was interested. So there's that. Alrighty. So I think everything's good to go on the other end. Let me just take a quick look in that Discord. I've got a camera on over there. So I'm going to turn the video on over there. Okay. Okay, just getting the water out of the way of that. So, all right. How are you doing, Stacy? Kind of juggling a couple things, but that's okay. Okay. So, thank you very, very much. You don't have to ask how old I am, but I will say that I am now I've been joking around saying I am now a speed limit. As I am 5-5. What did, my husband said earlier, double nickels. I don't know if I've heard that before, but I thought that was cute. Excuse me, hair in my face. So yeah, I am going to be running some sprints in just a couple of minutes here, but hey, if you're new here, my name is Heather Dewey Pettit, and I am I'm a writer, soon to be author, editor, and artist, and sometimes they say what ties all three of those things together is my love of fantasy and science fiction. So, as a writer, I do love reading, especially, and I have written some fantasy. I have written a short story, and I've had lots of ideas that I would like to get into my notebook and take a look at some things this coming quarter. So there's that. But mostly I'm currently doing beta edits for a nonfiction book, which is called the Fairy Glossary. That's Faerie, as in the place, the Celtic Otherworld, the Fairy Glossary and Guide for Writers. And so, yes, it's a glossary, and it's by no means comprehensive, because that would be very, very long. That would be a long book. It's in no way comprehensive, but I've tried to find the most, generally speaking, the most researched, fairies, for lack of a better word, for just to use a broad term, in it, and things that people tend to do research on if they're writing a fantasy novel and looking for resources to do these types of searches, and where they can extrapolate on a situation, a place, a creature, and they want to turn it on its ear or something like that, or create a horror story out of some of these creatures, which is very doable, by the way. Yeah, because some of them a lot of fairy creatures are they're if you'd see it in real life, you'd be scared out of your wits. Anyway, moving on. Real quick, I'm an editor. I'm a freelance line editor and copy editor. I also do sensitivity reading and authenticity reading. And I'm also an artist. I'm getting notifications. So I love working in multimedia and watercolor. And I love using gel presses with different media, and using stamping and just basically mixed media. I will be at I have a couple of events, in-person events this month, and one of them is a market in Temple Terrace, Florida, in Tampa, pretty near the USF campus. I will be selling my art and just sort of practicing being in real life, IRL, in real life, because the following weekend I will be at Necronomicon Tampa, where I will be speaking and doing lots of things there, volunteering and speaking and doing demo, and doing an art demo, and doing a sort of a craft with a friend of mine. And I'm doing a writing workshop, lots of fun stuff, and more information is forthcoming ASAP. Anyway, moving on. Did I also make sure I turned my camera on? I mean, I did not turn. Here we go. Now I'm now I've got the my mic on in my other stream. I think I might have to move my mic a bit. There we go. Just to make sure everybody can hear me all right, please let me know. If you can't hear me very well. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna, it is 1:15. I'm gonna go ahead and start running sprints here. And I will start with 25 minutes. Let's see, sorry, this was kind of last minute pop-up. And I'm gonna go ahead and share my timer on the YouTube and Twitch end. That's not what I meant to do. Okay, when you're talking and trying to do something at the same time. Okay. So, and modifying my background. There we go. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get the first sprint started, everybody. But please, please, please take care of yourselves. And I will see everybody on the other side. Please do whatever you need to do for yourselves. If you need to take a break because you've been working for a while, please take a break. If you need to and are able, getting up and walking around first can really help you with the creative juices and stuff. And the first sprint, I'm going to be getting into the other end, the Discord and the that group. I'll be in that group's sprint chat group, and getting into my documents. All right, let's get this started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's sprint. Well, you probably saw me jump. So, yes, that happens often. Let's see. Hi, Angela, over on YouTube. Thank you very much. Wished me creative birthday blessings. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let me see here. Okay. So yes, that was the end of the first sprint. I did some things. I got into my HB90, one of my HB90 documents, and wanted to compare some stuff. And let's see, I took care of some things on another end of this. Let's see. Thank you very much for liking the stream, Angela. I really appreciate that. Let's see. Just making sure everything's good on all ends here. Sorry for the noise. Any strange noise you might hear. Sorry. Just changing up my microphone because I was having some issues on one of these ends. Okay, that seems to be working there. Okay, just making sure everything's working on all ends here. Okay, so thank you so much, Angela. Thank you for coming by. Let's see. So yeah, I recently turned some things on through my Ko-fi, and it's set up on my Twitch. I don't know why it's not showing on the YouTube end. Oh, I must have. Pardon me while I plug my laptop in. There we go. Just make sure everything's okay in that way. So yeah, I also had to take a medication, and I got one more. Actually, these are my allergy meds. So I'll be doing that during the second sprint and some other things. Let's see. Okay. So if you're not aware, I'm actually running sprints in the Neurodivergent Publishing Conference Discord as well. And because I wanted to run sprints there, and I thought, well, let me do this too. One moment, let me fix that timer for everybody. So sometimes for my second sprint, I do offer I do put up a poll and offer some choices on the YouTube end. When I do run sprints on YouTube, for anybody unaware. That said, that did not happen this time because I'm just kind of making this easy. But for let's see, for the second sprint, I think instead of 30, I think I will do 40. Yes, let's do a 40-minute sprint. Because a lot of times for me, 50 minutes is really too much. So sometimes I'm uh, 30, 30 to 40 is plenty for me at one time. Other than, after that, I just, my brain doesn't want to work after that. So anyway, let's see. So there is a link to the Facebook for that specific group, the Neurodivergent um, Writers Lounge, which is a wonderful group that I'm a part of, that I'm very proud to be a part of, and I'm very proud to be a part of the Neurodivergent Publishing Conference. And information is forthcoming if we do happen to have a 2026 conference. We unfortunately did not have it in 2025. Would have been in February, but so that that's being discussed, and we will have more information about that really soon. So, okay. Let's see, we're just about to get started on sprint number 2. So during the sprint, I'll be definitely doing some client work, and then during the third sprint, I will be taking a break and doing my own stuff, editing my book. All right. On that note, let's go ahead and get our second sprint started, everybody. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's sprint. Alrighty. Now, so yes, I was doing some smart reading actually, and some other things, DMs, a couple things I needed to do. So not too bad, not too bad. Um, and a wee bit of um, con work, essentially, volunteer. Uh, so since I've talked about it so much on my channel and other spaces, all over my social media, eh, well, actually, I'm to be honest, I'm the PR guy, the PR. I'm on the PR team essentially. So, um, um, need to write something down before I forget. Okay, so I'm working on the log, a log for the client work. So, or at least client type work. For now, I do have um, another project I do have to work on a little bit today because I'm kind of on a time crunch. So, um, hi Maggie, how are you? Happy birthday! Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. How are you doing? Are you having a good day? May your next year be blessed. Thank you, or blessed, however you want to say it. Thank you so much. It's always nice to see you in the chat. Let's see. So that is on YouTube end. Doing some checking around on the Discord end. Checking on something. Okay. Yes. So thank you so much to everybody who's um, yeah, given me birthday wishes. I really appreciate it. Um, absolutely. In wherever I have received them. So mostly I just wanted to get some things done because I've been really busy with a lot of different things this week. So, and then of course there was um, you know, no work from hubby on Monday, no school either. So that took my whole day, and had some things I needed to do yesterday, and um, um, but for those of you who are not aware, I went ahead. I'm taking another break from heart breathings for September, and then I don't remember right now did it before. But actually, one second, because I'm gonna um, stop that for a second, and I'm going to do another 5-minute break. So I was going to make sure that I took 10 minutes this time. So let me. Okay, wait a second. Okay, what? I want to do another. That didn't work. Oops, what did I? Okay, wait a second. What did I just do? Okay, sorry. Okay. Oh, well, I'll just keep an eye on time here. That was a little wonky. Um, so we'll just start up again at, say, about 41 after the hour. Okay. That seems to work well. So let's just ignore that for the moment. Um, let's see. I think I'm going to do another 40 minutes, and then I'll do a wrap up. I was going to go till 4 o'clock, but I think I'll take a little bit longer than that. Let's see. Thank you very much, Maggie. So yeah, I mentioned earlier that so Necronomicon Tampa this year is the last weekend of September, and so I have that too. So I know I've said that my one of my goals was to get my book ready for that weekend. But I would at least, it looks like what I'm going to have to do is have the pre-order ready for then. So that's what I'm looking at now. Um, I've just been super busy time wise, and so I'm so that's what I'm looking at. Right. If I can have the pre-order done before the 26th, that would be great. Between the 26th and the 27th, which is that Saturday. So that's what I'm working towards at the moment. And then maybe I could release. Halloween tends to be a good time. It that has kind of jumped out at me. So looking at that, looking at Halloween, uh, the 31st, or maybe November 1st. That seems to be a good time for that, as a lot of people know that is when the veil is at its thinnest. So quite appropriate. So that's my current goal. Okay, we're gonna get this started again in just a second here. Um, some more sprints. Let's go ahead and do one more sprint, and then we'll go from there. Going a little bit more than I've planned. That is fine. Oh, well, hi. We're just about to get started on our third sprint. So good timing. Joining on your lunch break. Nice. Stay however long you can. Okay, so let's get our third sprint started. Everybody, but please, please, please do whatever you need to do for yourselves. Please. Um, become aware of your body and and whatever it needs. Water, food. I need to get some food. I think I'll probably do that too. Um, and I have two sources of water on my desk. So one is fizzy. I have a LaCroix guava Sao Paulo. It's very very yummy actually. So um, looking forward to having some more of that, and I'm gonna go grab a some kind of munchie. Okay. Um, Alrighty, let's go ahead and get this next sprint started in 5, checking something, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's sprint. So let's sprint everybody on the Discord end, if anybody's listening. Phooey. Yes. March 26, 2025. Customer service. Customer service. Customer service. Customer service. Okay. How'd everybody do? Let's see. I got into a couple more documents and DMs. And just coordinating a couple of things. What else did I do? Let's see. One moment. And I do apologize for the, for some reason, Streamlabs Talk Studio kind of kicked me out for a couple times. Anyway, one moment. I'll be right back. Okay. So, money on. Trying to suppress the yawn, but I might actually lay down before um, before hubby and son come in from the bus stop. Um, we were talking about cake because Paget Farmer came in. Yeah, PopUp. I got a big. I guess I have a couple things coming up, but thank you very much for the birthday wishes, Paget. I really appreciate it. Oh, here it is. Yeah, two big things. Yeah, cake. If I get the gumption to pop something in the oven before they get back, I might do that. We'll see. But I do have this super quick chocolate cake that's super easy to make, and it's like 25 minutes in the oven, um, and you can eat it warm if you want it with some milk. Yeah, it's good. thinking. So I said I don't have any cake yet, but yet is the operative word. It's quite possible. So yeah, I did have a bit to eat. As I The only thing I had prior to that was around noon my time. I had hubbies in the background. About noon Eastern, I had a small smoothie. Um, After I came back from going to the chiropractor. So Yeah, now everybody wants cake. So yeah, it is interesting seeing this bot. This is the first bot I've ever used actually while streaming. So yeah, it's very interesting. But yeah, I do have a coffee. Consider supporting me. Um, I will. I'm doing a lot of live streams lately, um, which is probably why I'm taking a break from some other stuff. But I just had one on the first um, that was another one of these necro news streams, um, where I'm basically giving out some news about it, and then also interviewing somebody who's going to be a guest. Now, this last one on Monday um, was all about the art show, and so I saw my some of my IRL in real life friends. Not that you're not real guys, but you know. Anyway, people that I see at least once a year at the con, and so so anyway, we all talked about art, and some of us are writers and artists. So, like myself and two others. And so we talked about sort of the intersection of that and how one can inspire the other and things like that. And it was a really, really uh, um, great conversation. And I can pop that in the description, maybe in the chat. We'll see if I have time because I'm going to be wrapping this up. Um, Speaking of which, I need to make sure of something. Let's see. Let me make sure I am keeping up with the this Discord and the things. 1 second. Okay. So I think I think I will wrap this up in just a few minutes here, guys. Um, okay. Boy, my laptop's really sensitive today. It's doing some weird things.
Can you see if you can find some stamps?
Yes, I will just look around. So, um, so let's see. So yeah, Dove chocolate is very nice. You're right. You are so right. It was a milk chocolate. I've had their quite a variety of those, and they're always very nice. Absolutely. Um, a brownie ice cream milkshake for the middle to enjoy since you can only eat through a straw. That's rough. The smoothie was, um, I don't know. I'd stumbled across these. They're they called them pucks, and it's frozen, and it's ready to go. All you got to do is put it in some milk, and then you can use like a blender, or you can even use a shaker cup or something with a good tight lid, and let it sit for 20 minutes, and then shake it up, and it's really good. It was a green smoothie. It was very yummy. So I used some vanilla unsweetened almond milk, and it was just lovely. Um, so I didn't even put any honey in it or anything. So it was really good. So let's see. I think I'm gonna, since that went off again, I think I'm gonna wrap it up. But thank you so much for coming, in everybody and attempting to be productive with me. I attempted it myself. So, um, and so yeah. So that's pretty good. Because I got my hands into I got my hands on some documents. Um, so that's pretty good for a birthday work day, I guess. Um, and let's see, I know I ran an errand, so um, I've decided to ice my back again. I've got a nice pack strapped to my lower back right now. Good thing is you can't see it. So um, so yeah. So the next thing I'm doing, let's see, what am I doing? The rest of the week. Tomorrow is Thursday. I don't have a whole lot going on except I'm really mm, going to be focused on this client work and projects tomorrow and Friday, since I kind of didn't do much today, and then obviously Monday I didn't do any work. So outside of the stream, I did. So yeah, I gotta kind of get caught up, and so looking forward to that and getting some things taken care of. I hope everybody has a great week. Um, let's see. Let me get into my. Let me get into my. Where I'm streaming from. Here we go. Some windows open. Let's see. Okay, so yeah. Um, so when I run sprints for the Neurodivergent Publishing, uh, the groups, the Writers Lounge and the Editors Lounge, those are often on Wednesdays. So sometimes I will do it on a Friday. Sometimes I'll do it on a Monday, or sometimes it's a combination thereof. Some combination thereof. Uh, Whether if it's just one of those days or whatever, it's kind of a play it by ear kind of thing. So lately, sometimes when I do that, I'll run a if I can talk, run some co- concurrent concurrent. There we go. Run concurrent sprints on my YouTube channel and or Twitch. So and then sometimes I do have sometimes excuse me on the third Wednesday of the month I will run sprints in my own Discord, and if need be or people would like me to, I can also run concurrent sprints here as well. So, um, so there's that. Um, Alrighty. Well, I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and let's see. What else did I do? Did I do this? I don't remember if I did this. Um, but there is my Linktree. Because why not? And just in case anybody wants to reach out to me, if they're interested in uh, getting in touch regarding editing project, possible editing project, I, I'm booking for quarter 4 and beyond. So there's that. Um, like I said earlier, my main focus as an editor is line editing and copy editing. I do proofreading as well, though. And also, I do sensitivity reading and authenticity reading, which are very similar things. Uh, so let's see. So there is my link tree. Everybody's got chocolate goodies. Yeah. um, and it's making me realize I forgot to eat. Yeah. Um, that's the thing. That's what I did earlier myself because I had a snack when I got, like I said, I had this snack of a very small smoothie. Um, when I got back from the chiropractor, and then I forgot to have lunch. So I needed to make sure I ate something because I like to eat some. I like to make sure I actually have lunch before I go out at night, so that I don't eat too much or order too much or whatever. Yeah, but I get this completely. Patches. It doesn't sound insufferable because some people actually do forget to eat, especially if they're hyper focused. If you have ADHD and you tend to hyper focus, you get on a roll. You do get on a roll, and you're so focused on the one thing that you do forget to eat, and so that is a thing. So don't worry. So, all right. So yes. Let's see. And like I said earlier, I do um, sometimes run sprints for the neurodivergent folks over there in those groups. I did pop the, here we are. I did pop a link to the Facebook group for the Neurodivergent Writers Lounge. Um, and so that if anybody wants to come in and join me on those sprints sometime, and if you consider yourself neurodivergent in some way, shape, or form, whether it's ADHD, autism, um, um, there's a whole description and of what we have set up as far as that goes. Um, Let me look at it super quick. I will quote it in the About space. This is a place for writers with any and all neurodivergent conditions, including autism spectrum conditions, ADHD, OCD, dyslexia, dyspraxia, dyscalculia, CPTSD, borderline personality disorder, and all the other forms of neurodivergence to relax in mind and discuss the challenges and joys of writing. So there is uh, absolutely no official diagnosis needed, by the way, and such a supportive group. Lovely, lovely supportive group. So, alrighty. Thanks so much for coming, everybody. Thanks so much for the birthday wishes. This is just to be productive. uh, so, dinner has been eaten. Nice. A double hamburger, nothing special. Well, sometimes you just need a double hamburger. Um, Thanks so much for coming, everybody, and I will definitely see you soon. I will be out and about. If I can arrange for one of those Necro News streams for next week, I will. I'm going to try. Uh, I definitely want another one before before the event actually happens. Excuse me. I'm arranging for that. I got some other ideas, and so looking forward to doing that again. Looking forward to seeing everybody again. And thank you so much for watching live or on the replay. Thank you so much for any and all likes and comments. It's always appreciated. And thank you so much for the subs. All right. Have a great day, everybody. Have a great day. Stacy and Paget and everybody else who came in. Alrighty. Bye.